Welcome to the ACOG iRacing Bronze Regional Series. About to go green here in just a moment. Oh man, I'm excited. Because this is going to be one of the more interesting races we're going to run here tonight. 12 drivers on the racetrack. I know there's not many, but of course that doesn't mean we will put on a show here for tonight. Because I am, for sure, very excited to see on how this 45 lap race will end up to be. So, pull up points, seeing where everybody sits. Top 3 tied for the points lead. It's Harry, Schmidt, and Safari. Top 3 tied in points with 81 is Harry, Schmidt, and Trafari. Man, after yesterday, after last week's whole entire shenanigan show, I'm worried about how this race will turn out, honestly. Who will take the most advantage points here for the night? Who that is yet to be seen. Safari not in the session at the moment, but he is very much he's not in the session at the moment, so this points battle is going to be between Schmidt and Grindle. Should be fun to see on, another loose setup here for tonight, unfortunately. Same situation of what we saw at New Smyrna, in which everybody was spinning out, but should play to be fun, because we always like it to be fun here in ACOG. I do expect a fair amount of cautions, unfortunately. We'll just have to see on how it'll all turn out by the end of it. For the points battle, though, Schmidt will pick up an extra point for winning the pole here tonight. Harry, not even on the racetrack, so Trafari, he too, not in the session. So this might be gifted for Schmidt by the moment. We'll just have to see if he could capitalize on this whole situation here for the night. Minute left. And qualifying as Schmidt holds the top spot. Peter Kenny, number 35, he's P3. Vanderlei and Schultz. So we got 2 SKS drivers who are going to be starting top 5, Schultz and Schmidt. And this is Bianchini in the 69, working himself off of turn number 4. See what kind of lap time he logs in. All the way to the bottom side of the racetrack, so like on that not bad. Oh well, he's in the wall. Yeah, so much for that lap for Bianchini. I do expect a lot of spins here for tonight. Perfect example right there, because this car is a loose. How will that translate? I'm not really sure, honestly. Bianchini, the only driver, and I'll go ahead and pull it into the grid here for tonight. Not a lot of laps, only 45 here for tonight. William Schmidt runs himself on top. That's Cole Woody in second place. Peter Kenny, Marcus Vanderlei round out row number 2. Got Schultz and Grindle, row number 5. Bianchini and Gomes. You got Cole Perez, and after that, Darby and Mariuth. Making his debut here tonight. Scott Spanos all the way back alongside with Trafari, who's not in the session. He'll be joining in later. Again, not too many laps here for tonight. This is as classic as an ARCA West race would be. 12 entries on in, so nothing too threatening. as we gird ourselves up here for tonight. And the person who did win last week, starting us off at the top of the board, that is William Schmidt. Already has a fair amount of ARCA wins this season, one at Phoenix, and is looking to go back here tonight at Thompson. Schmidt alongside Woody, so might come down to those two, unless Peter Kenny could maybe sneak himself in a victory here for tonight. But the first car driver who doesn't have a win, or the ACOG banner, is Marcus Vanderlee. That Schultz is also back here. Harry Grindle does have a few wins on him, and as well as Bianchini. Cal Gomes also in the press in here as well. Cole Perez. Darby Meredith in the number 13, making his debut here tonight. See on how he'll pull himself down for this 45 lap event. Today's car works itself off. Again, not too many laps to log in here tonight. It's nothing too threatening. The only threat here on the racetrack is actually for Schmidt, number 79. He's going to be going for back-to-back, as I said. On top of the fact that he is coming in here as the points leader due to him winning the pole. So Harry Grindle has a bit of work for slight bit of work to do. Pull himself around that number 79. We'll have to see if it could work. Not many drivers on the racetrack, but I do expect a fair amount of caution due to the fact how loose the setup is. So as Schmidt works himself into 3 and 4. Green flag will drop, and we'll pull ourselves forward here for the start of this 45 lap event. Cole Woody is already putting on a bit of pressure up on the high side. He gets tight, and Marcus Vanderlee right through the middle is gonna pull himself forward. Up and around goes the 98 of Schultz, and that's as calm of a spin as you could have. To green, Michael Bianchini decides to go ahead and scoot himself onto pit road. Only got 2 tire sets, so Bianchini looks like will just drive himself through and put himself in the back, get himself out of harm's way, and we'll go green on lap number 5. Really the first time we've seen Marcus make a charge toward the front. Nice 3-wide move right through the middle. Caught Cole Woody kind of lacking there on that opening start. Worked himself by, and he is now sitting in second spot. We'll see if he can get himself into first as the green flag flies. Schmidt got a better jump. Will work himself up into turns number 1. And, oh, around goes Peter Kenny. Oh, yellow flag yet again. Peter Kenny goes for a spin. He started himself a... He was third. At the moment of caution, and simple spin, nothing too much to really... Nothing really too much to say, as Peter Kenny was trying to get the power down, and this is just the setup in a nutshell. It's just, you can only do so much, and Peter Kenny was side by side with the 70 of Harry Grindle, and keep the car under him, and round he went. So Marcus will get to keep second for the time being. Harry's going to be in third, and Kenny, unfortunately, will fall all the way to 10th. Bianchini back there, kind of floating in the process, is maybe lurking in the distance, but he's been on the pit road multiple times already, just sitting himself back there. For very good reason, though. Well, Perez inside this top 5, but for him, number 27, looking to pull himself forward. We'll have to just see if that number 27 could something happen. Pace car's in. Green flag yet again. Big jump there. There go 3 wide up on the high side. Peter Kenny works himself around the 98. We'll see who spins off the corner this time. Nobody. So a clean lap to be logged on in as he worked ourselves into the corner. Maybe a bit of contact here. Bull Woody is putting a lot of pressure on Harry Grindle. Ooh, Marcus Vanderlee in the wall. Marcus is going to retain second for the time being. Harry shuts off Cole for that third spot. Oh, around goes the 13. As Darby Marieth, one of our rookies, so bring it down to pace car speed. And not a lot of damage on him, but unfortunately, Darby seems as though hit the transition on the apron and banking, and around that, number 13 goes. Bianchini on in. Darby decides to say themselves out. Bianchini, gonna elect on... No, it looks like he won't. Maybe to look on, get some tires, but decided not to, so... One to go. So it's still Vanderlee in second spot. Schmidt just getting the jump off of that initial, off the green flag has been propelling him to keep that race lead for the time being. So 3 cautions so far, 9 laps. Only 4 green flag laps at the moment, due to the fact that we just had so many south spins, but hopefully everybody gets the egg under their throttle in a nice manner, and we'll have to see if we'll get a green run in. Marcus, Harry, ooh, see Marcus get a bit sideways off the corner. Side by side for this spot, it's Spanos and Schultz duking it out. See how loose Marcus is at the moment, but Schmidt kind of pulling away just by the moment. Now on the bottom side, here comes Peter Kenny, all the way on the apron, and the car gets right up under him, and around Peter goes into the inside wall. Oh well. Let's see if that's a... Oh, it doesn't look like too much damage. It is the... It is the new damage model after all, so that's the second time Peter Kenny has spun. A replay of it. Peter was just on the apron trying to get the car rolling, but yeah, he was on the flat part of the racetrack. Same situation of that number 13, Darby. Just trying to use that lower side of the racetrack, but unfortunately, didn't really work to his favor. And around Peter goes, so he'll be on pit road. Pretty sure for just damage repair. We'll see if he does take on tires. He decides to take on tires. This might put him a lot down. Here's pace car and Peter. Easy 4-tire call, and he'll work himself back on the racetrack. Schmidt decides to pick the high side. Interesting call by the number 79, who's going to be starting up high. Peter Kenny kind of having issues getting himself going as double wide down the backstretch. So Peter might have spun it, trying to pull himself forward, but here we go. It's Marcus. I mean Schmidt, then Marcus. Schmidt on the high side. Marcus trying to get the jump. Green flag drops. We're up and away. Woody might have gotten a better jump than that number 56, but he'll keep it strong. But Marcus really big sail into the corner. So they're side by side right behind. Up and around goes two cars. Spanos goes around, nails the outside wall. What the heck? Whoa, that could have been a easy save for Spanos, but that car tail whips right into the wall. Also around in that caution is the 53 of Cal Gomes. So, unfortunately for Darby, kind of involved in that incident. And Spanos, this seems as though it was just after. Spanos, I mean, there was not even contact there. Spanos tried to put the power down, and around he goes, and kept it in the throttle, and it's pow! Right into the outside barrier. Gomes. Another short yellow. Spanos on in. We'll see if he can beat the pace car out, as well as Bianchini. Both of those drivers in and out. You see Marcus trying to wash up Schmidt. Schmidt, with him picking the inside, I mean, with him picking the outside, Marcus is trying to harass Schmidt into making a mistake off the restart. I mean, pinching him up next to the wall. Maybe a bit of mind games for F56, and here we go. All Schmidt has to do is just get a good jump. Up and away he goes. This time it's Harry, the one who's in, really duke it out with, that 56. He tries to cross over on the bottom, but can't really get the power down. Themselves in the corner. And Darby, no, that's not Darby, that's Cole Perez. Down on the low side, right under the 98 of Schultz. So far, it's been all Schmidt to keep himself up there. We'll have to see as Peter Kenny. Oh, well, that's the umpteenth time he goes around. Also, nearly around goes Gomes and Bianchini. They keep themselves green, though, and it's a 4-car pull away. Never minded that. The 56, Marcus is pinching real hard. On the 70, oh, you can only do that for so much. And around goes Marcus. Pretty sure Marcus is going to be looking for Harry, but that was more on Marcus than it was that 56. Caution comes out for the first, I mean, yet again. Not a lot of damage to both of these cars. We'll see who does hit pit road, though. It is Gomes and Bianchini. Who do decide to hit pit road. One to go. Just Bianchini. Kind of running around. 18 laps to go, so half the race has been ran under caution. I mean, if we go green from this point forward, it'll be half the race that's under caution. So definitely past the point in which we've run more caution laps than we have green flag laps, which is no surprise. Green flag comes out though. Schmidt, yet again, big lead coming into turn number 1. All I had to do was just get a good jump. And, oh, into the outside wall goes a 17. Around goes Marcus, around goes Schultz. And I think the 17 of, 17 of Cole Woody is gonna look for Marcus Vanderlee. First DNF is going to go to Woody, and he's probably looking for the 56. Who's kind of nowhere to be found at the moment, but Woody does unfortunately have a meatball flag. Take a look at it again. Got loose right under him, and around he goes. Nothing much to say. Marius has worked himself into 13th. How about Spanos in 4th? I mean, not 13th, 3rd. Spanos is sitting in 4th. Trafari back on track. You see that 21 working himself around, so... Longer caution period this time. And Schmidt has led all but... Yeah, he's led every single lap from the top of the green. Harry is going to do whatever he can, though, to make it happen, and Woody is back on track. That was not a long meatball flag by Woody, but he is probably looking for Marcus Vanderlee. And I'm surprised Woody isn't even, is he lapped? Woody's not even lapped. So even though Woody had a meatball flag, Marcus, I mean, he didn't get lapped. Very surprised about that. Green flag comes out. Yet again, it's just Schmidt and restarts. Restarts are going to be the name of the game here. Hispanos side by side with Darby. Oh, Schultz on the outside wall. He drifts it right straight. Keep ourselves green, but Hispanos might be coming. Darby goes around, and he's going to keep the car straight. Oh, trying to keep it straight. They are 4 wide on the front stretch as everybody wrestles for real estate. Bianchini around. Oh, the number 21, or at least tries to, keeps the car straight. Goodness gracious. There are all sorts of cars that are sideways, but up front, Harry Grindle and William Schmidt. William sideways. Well, this might be what Harry's looking for. First really big challenge that Schmidt has had all night, and it's going to be the man who's fighting for that point lead. That number 79 that number 70 is Harry Grindle. So 8 laps to go. Big battling going on throughout the racetrack. It's Schultz and Trafari. You know, they're not on the same lap, but in terms of lap time wise, Harry Grindle is the faster car. So what Harry doesn't want to see is a caution. We've seen too many caution flags so far. That time by Schmidt got a better exit. Go green all the way, it might not. Bianchini in the grass. Crap. And the caution comes out. I think this was... Oh, no, it was not. I thought it was for Michael Bianchini. It looks like it wasn't. It was for the 53. Cal Gomes going around. So... longest green flag of the run of the night goes to caution. And around goes around goes Gomes. Oh, he snags the inside wall big time, and Gomes seems as though a meatball flag on him. So Gomes, that'll put, oh, looks like Bianchini actually does come on to pit road. It seems as though he does not receive the free pass, unfortunately, so he's going to be looking for a caution. See how much required Gomes has. That didn't look like too hard of a hit, so it might be the same as Woody. Just a simple, you know... yeah, simple in and out, and again, Gomes does come out, so we'll put 9 cars on the lead lap. Michael's going to be looking for a caution. There's Gomes. So this is going to be I think the first time Harry is actually going to be starting in second. Which Schmidt yet again on the outside lane. Harry hasn't played too much restart games compared to the 56, so a 56 Marcus is going to be starting on that fourth. See Bianchini kind of laying back there in the distance. He's looking to get himself a nice finish. We'll have to see how it'll all work though. Pace cars in, all in the midst of for Schmidt, who's gonna hit the restart right about now. Oh, that's a great restart by Schmidt. Oh, Harry! Oh my goodness gracious. Marcus just about turned Harry there. They're side by side right behind. It's Harry versus... Oop. Oh, that time Woody's in the outside wall. Spanos has to check just a slight bit. And now Schmidt runs up and away. Will this thing go into white flag? Psych, it will. White flag this time by for Schmidt, who has led every single lap from the top of the green. The fight for third place. Woody will pull himself into that third spot. Marcus can't really go anywhere. And into 3 and 4. Harry couldn't really do much because there was too many restarts to take into note. Hell, Woody goes around for third, but off the final corner, it's Schmidt who picks up win number 3 of the season. Harry's going to come home short in second. Marcus Vanderlee, top 3. First time we've seen that. Spanos, nice. Fourth spot. And Cole Perez, first top 5 of his ACOG career. That is huge for him. He's going to burn it down here in the front straightaway. I mean, led every single lap from the top of the green. Very much well-deserved for that number 79 of William Schmidt. I don't mean for Harry Grindle. He's definitely got a contender. He's gonna have to fight throughout. We'll just have to see how it'll all go, but full results in front of your screen. Schmidt, Grindle, Vanderlee, Spanos, Perez. Yeah, Darby, Gomes, Woody, Bianchini, Schultz. Hang on, top 10. Kenny and Trafari ran out the rest of the quarter. We'll be right back right after this. Maxspeedtv presents to you ACOG iRacing Bronze Regional Series. Be right back right after this next one. And back here live for the ACOG iRacing Bronze Regional Series. Bit of a messy race here at Thompson, but no surprise due to the fact the setup was absolute trash. Not gonna lie, this setup was just all over the place here for tonight. But we've found a victor here for this evening, and it was William Schmidt in the number 79, first across the line in that number 79 machine. We'll go from third to first, rather than because Schmidt is not in the waiting room, but first time he's in the bin in the booth this whole entire season. That'll be Marcus Vanderlee running himself out in 3rd spot. Marcus, got a copy?
Come for.
Marcus, we didn't really get to see what happened there on the white flag, but you had a solid top 5 run. Weaved yourself through Cole Woody and Harry Grindle to slot yourself, into a nice top 5 position. So, congratulations on your first top 5 of the season. First thoughts?
Well, second top 5. I actually got 4th at Dega last week, but I don't know. If you go look at turn 3, I felt like something was wrong there because I gave Cole the slightest little bump, and I was not expecting him to spin. I thought he would go up the track a little and save it, maybe get 4th or 5th, but it didn't go to plan. He ended up spinning, and he was already pissed off at me because of our wreck earlier, where I got in the gas too early out of 2 and excuse my language, where I lost it on him and got him and Schulte. So, yeah, overall, this Border Patrol 56 was pretty fast, especially with how screwed up the car was. I'm surprised I was able to get it the 3rd, but I don't know. I think I should have been a little more patient.
Yes, sir, and you ran yourself out 3rd here tonight, started yourself in 4th. I know the setup was very, very loose. How'd you keep the throttle under you?
I don't, honestly, I half gassed it through the corner, got the throttle off the corner. To be honest, I actually had fun. I had a lot. Practice was awful, but once I actually got in the race and actually started running laps where I was not trying to hot lap, it was actually a lot of fun, I couldn't keep up with Schmidt. Nobody could, besides maybe Harry. But if that long run continued, maybe Harry could have battled for the win. But I don't know. I think personally, Schmidt just had the best car for what track this was, for how many cautions we had. He was really good on the short runs, able just to get away easily on the starts. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right, about 10-4. Marcus Vanderlee rounds himself out P3. Congratulations, man. But before I let go, any sponsors want to take care for tonight?
I'm running the Border Patrol car, so I want to thank the Border Patrol. But yeah, I don't have any sponsors besides like what I put on my car.
All right, about 10-4. That's Marcus Vanderlee starting himself all the way in 4th. Finishes out 3rd. Thank you, and good luck for the rest of the weekend. That was Marcus Vanderlee. We'll drag in our 2nd spot of Harry Grindle, who worked himself from P6 into P2. Harry, name of the game was restarts here for tonight, but you were starting to slowly get into a rhythm. But, so many cautions, loose setup. It just wasn't meant to be. Walk me through the race here for tonight.
Yeah, I didn't qualify because I thought with the loose setup there was going to be a lot of crashes. And I turned out to be right, but not quite in the way that I thought I was going to be. My heart kind of sank when I got onto the grid and realized, oh, I am right in the middle of it. Because there were 5 cars that qualified because everybody had the same idea as me. So it's going to be a case of survival, and luckily managed to survive. I was only really involved in one incident when the 15 tried to chop my nose, and he'd pushed me into the wall the restart prior to that, so I just went no. And then he kind of went across and went behind me, and that kind of put me into P2, that did. So after that, it was just getting good restarts, making sure I'm clear going into the corner, all that business. I was really scared when Schmidt took the outside on the final restart, but barely managed to hold on to it. Vanderlee forgot he doesn't have traction control in this car, and about wiped me out. I had to have a whole lot of left lock in it, but yeah, just survived, strategized, just kind of rolled around, and wound up at the end with my car mostly in one piece. And it was a don't push 1-2. Me and Schmidt both have don't push on the back of our cars. We came 1-2. I'm happy with that.
Yes, sir. You both were tied with that points lead, but Schmidt is going to extend that due to the fact he won the race as well as won the pole here for tonight. So, upcoming for these next couple of weeks with Jafari having a bad finish here for tonight. How are you looking for these to wrap it up here for these next 4 races in the ACOG season?
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. If there's anybody I'm going to be second in points to, I'd rather it be Schmidt. We're pretty cool. So I'm not. Good on him. He drove a brilliant race today. And yeah, we'll see. I can't honestly remember what the schedule is coming up. So we'll just take it one race at a time, see what I can do. And if he keeps pulling away from me, he keeps pulling away from me. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm not too concerned about that, so long as I don't start getting wrecked.
All right, about 10-4. Harry Grindle rounds himself out 2nd spot. Before we let go, any sponsor want to take care for tonight?
Yeah, obviously, Team Kamikaze is the main one. I know there's a couple of the guys watching tonight, so hello to all of you. To Soyo, Center Toasting, our paid sponsors, to Kamikaze Design House and Hubert Magic Livery Design. And a new one on the car is Cat Go Racing. I've officially joined them today as part of a joke, but yes, Cat Go Racing on the car too now.
Alright, bud. 10-4 here. Grindle rounds himself out second here tonight at the Thompson Speedway. We'll go ahead and see you coming next week for Michigan.
Yeah.
We'll drag in our winner here for tonight. That will be the number 79, William Schmidt. Back-to-back wins at Dega, wins tonight, led every single lap from the top of the green all the way to the checkered flag. Schmidt, you won the pole, you dominated the race. Name of the game here tonight was restarts, though. And that short-run car just took off. Congratulations, Schmidt. First thoughts?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, first off, I'm obviously happy I won. It's obviously nice winning. Really nice for the team as well, SKS. We hired on Darby, so yeah, he did a pretty good job. Pretty proud of him. Got his highest third, I think. That's pretty cool. Kind of surprised I led every lap. Thompson isn't a track I've raced at in like ever. Like last time I raced it at night, I think was actually here like a couple years ago, but yeah, somehow led every lap and won. Don't know how, but still happy I did.
Yeah, sir, you're going to be able to extend that point lead coming into Michigan next week. So, Trafari, bad finish for him, but Grindle still on your tail. How are you guys? How are you looking forward to for looks like these next few races in the bronze season?
Yeah, I think I've definitely kind of figured out that bronze is more of my style of racing. Obviously I love the Gen 4 and the ARCA cars a lot, so they're the league that I would do the most anyway. But yeah, Michigan, I don't really know how well I'd do there, but I mean, hopefully it's just as good as tonight, I guess.
All right, about 10-4. That's the number 79 William Schmidt. Wins his third race of this season. He is absolutely on a tear compared to everybody else. But before I let you go, any Smash want to take care for tonight?
Yeah, of course. Well, actually, no. You probably can see it on stream this time because I slapped it on as my sim stamp. But yeah, massive thank you to Stoney's Rockin' Country and Sigma Engineering Solutions for being on board.
Or about 10-4.
Sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good. I'm really tired right now. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, you won the race at least. That's all that matters.
Yeah, won the race. Thank you to everybody at SKS. We won again. And yeah, not now. It's over.
All right, cool. All right, William Schmidt rounds himself out P1. We'll go ahead and see you coming next week.
Yeah, thank you.
That's William Schmidt in the number 79. Congratulations to him. And what a race. I mean, definitely a classic ACOG race here for tonight. No surprise to see a lot of cautions due to the fact the setup was all over the place. But until next time, thank you all for watching here tonight. My name is Ezekiel Reyes, and until next time, we will see you on Friday.